Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I'm so excited because today we're just having a chill little day. I'm here at the Burbank Center. We're gonna grab some lunch and do a little shopping. Here we go. So here's the mall in downtown Burbank. There's an outdoor mall and indoor. I love Sushi Stop. I probably come here like I don't even know how many times, but way too often. It is so good. The prices are really good, and the sushi is always super fresh. I love their popcorn shrimp roll. They've also added a lot of new things to the menu, like the sausage roll, which I will not be getting, but interesting options. But like I said, the menu's pretty expansive. I love all of their like sashimi, and then their lunch special is also really good as well. I know it's a chain, but I don't know if they have it like if it's just Southern California, but it's one of my favorite places. It is so good. I usually get the Yokozuna trio, but I might get the nigiri today. Here's my outfit. I thought my hair looked cute. I was giving maybe like Evanescence or something, but it's kind of giving Korean drama love interest, but that's okay. Here's their little soy sauce things, and I love putting my edamame in soy sauce. I don't know, I think it tastes really good. It soaks it all up. Here is my sushi, and I was also watching Amazing Digital Circus while I was eating.
So I guess the adventure's over. Your reward is a delicious digital feast cooked by our head bubble chef.
Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
You know,
I love that show so much, and afterwards I actually decided to walk into the mall. This mall has been used for so many productions. I think it's most well known for is like Gilmore Girls. I think Billie Eilish had like a music video here. Also, if you watch that Monica Lewinsky like Ryan Murphy show, this was the mall for like the Pentagon Mall. But I was here for their Amazing Digital Circus merchandise. There's a shirt that I saw that I've been wanting so badly, and there it is. I was surprised how much has sold out already, but it's such a good show. So this is what I decided to get from the mall. It's just like a little crop top. I decided to get it in a medium, so it's a little bit more oversized, but it's all the characters from Amazing Digital Circus. It is so cute. I was surprised by how much all the merch had sold out already, and I feel like it's kind of gotten so mainstream. So yay, this is what I ended up picking up. I also got this little like $20 coupon to use. I haven't gotten these in forever, back when I used to work for like Hot Topic and Box Lunch like forever ago. So I was like, oh my god, I got hot cash, how crazy. Like I haven't shopped at Hot Topic in I don't know how long, so that's cool. Afterwards, I decided to finally plant my petunia seeds. There is my pot that I painted for Adam, and I got the seeds in, and so yay, I'll post progress on them growing, but I'm so excited for them. Hopefully they'll like bloom soon, but I just planted them. Okay, I've showed here in a video before, but I'm so excited to actually take y'all inside. Y'all know this place means so much to me. I'd come here and get pie for my birthday all the time, and y'all know the Tarantino lore, but I'm so excited. We're here at House of Pies. So House of Pies is a pretty famous LA institution. The Tarantino lore is that he wrote his screenplay for Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction here. It is so good. Also, this is the next day. Sorry, I forgot to add that. So the day before was like Thursday. This is Friday. I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm very excited. So I actually took a bunch of my coworkers here. It is so good. So here's a little bit of the menu. It's a very, very classic diner food. The service is incredible. It actually wasn't too busy when we were there, but it was also kind of early. It was like 8 or 9. So always save room for pie, which is ironic because I think this time we didn't get pie. We just got food, but it's so good. So we decided to get a club sandwich. Was one of my friend's foods. Oh my gosh, look how stacked that is. It's crazy. And then there's also a Monte Cristo, and then some people got some other things, but oh, look at that little cheese bowl. It is a hefty sandwich. So I actually we decided to switch. I want to try the club. One of my friends want to try the Monte Cristo, so we decided just to switch it. We also got their house fries, which is just like chopped potatoes, and I also got a cherry Coke. It was so good. Here is their pie selection, but we ate and were fueled for the day to go on many adventures. So after breakfast, we made it here to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. The back of it backs up to Paramount, which is right there. And actually, some of the sound stages, I think it's one over here, is the one that was Desilu Productions, where they filmed I Love Lucy. So coming from this way, if you ever come here for a movie night, they have a thing in LA called Cinespia, and you can watch a movie here, and this is where they have it. And actually, last time I was here was for Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and that same night they unveiled his grave, which, if I remember correctly, is over this way. And then my favorite spots here is the Garden of Legends. Just by the name, like, obviously there's a lot of famous people who are buried here, but one of the first graves that you'll come across is Johnny Ramone's. This is a grave that I like to visit most often when I'm here. I love the Ramones, and I just think it's really iconic, like having him there with the guitar and everything. There's also the Ramones, like, emblem, like stamp thing on all of them as well, and there's also a bunch of quotes on his grave also, which is really cool. They had them from like Eddie Vedder and a whole bunch of different people. There's also ones from like Linda Ramone. Her quote is on the back, and I believe it says, "I love you," or "You're my partner, you're the coolest, I love you forever and always," which I just thought was so sweet, and I really love that. Next we have Chris Cornell's grave, which is actually right next to Johnny Ramone's grave. This whole area is obviously very fitting, being called the Garden of Legends. They also have Toto here from The Wizard of Oz, which I was thinking, and then it made me kind of sad because my cat is an animal actor. Also, danger, explosives, no entry, officials only. I was like, explosives? That's crazy. We went into a mausoleum afterwards that is right next to Toto's grave, and where there are a bunch of other famous people buried as well. But I was like, that's so cute that they had a little statue of him. I was like, my cat's an animal actor, it'd be cool to have one, I don't know, for him, but that made me sad thinking about his mortality. So I was like, oh. But I thought this grave was cute with like the bats and the kiss marks. And then we found Paul Rubin. I love the bow tie edition, and then he has a great view overlooking the lake area, and then the mausoleum we were in was just right over there. And what I thought was wild, I don't think I've ever seen this one before, is Burt Reynolds. His was like right next to Paul Rubin's as well, and I was like, that's cool and just pretty iconic. There are also these massive ducks. You'll see that animals will be very much a theme of the day as well, because I didn't realize that there were so many here. I wanted to get closer to the ducks, and I also saw this cute little turtle that was making his or her way to the like pond area that I just thought was so cute. I was just surprised by how much wildlife they have here at the Hollywood Forever. I said normally I'm here for like Cinespia, which is like a movie night, so obviously everything is dark, so you don't really get to see them, but I just thought they were so adorable. It really was just the most perfect day. Like, there was hardly any clouds in the sky. It was just so blue. It was honestly really empty as well for it being a Saturday. We came across this one guy who said Jimmy Hollywood. I was like, oh, love that. So if anyone knows about this guy, leave comments down below. But yeah, just like that, said Jimmy Hollywood. We also walked to the very middle of Hollywood Forever, which I've never done before. I also got very distracted by the wildlife here as well. I just decided that that's the turtle that we saw in the lake earlier, and then there's his little buddy. But then there's so many ducks, I was just so impressed. I was like, oh my god, now there's all these turtles over there. I was just really excited about all the wildlife. I just thought they were so cute. And then on this side, one of my friends pointed out that there were koi fish in here as well. The koi fish were massive, by the way. Good lord, they're so big. I think that they grow like as big as like their environment is, but I don't know, it's crazy. And I was pointing to all of them. I was like, look at this one and this one, and then all of them were like colliding, and then I don't know, they were just so cute like that. See, traffic collision, traffic in LA everywhere, even in the pond. Like I said, it's just so cool to be in the middle of like this lake pond area. I've never been over here before, and it was just so cool to see and walk around. It was just such a gorgeous day. While we were walking around, I of course got fascinated by more of the wildlife there. I don't know, it's just so crazy to see. Like I've mentioned before, I've mostly been here at night, so I just didn't realize like how many animals were everywhere. I don't know, it's just so cool. But yeah, this place is just so peaceful. I was surprised how empty it was for it being like a weekend, especially like a holiday weekend. But I know maybe a lot of people didn't spend their weekends in cemeteries or something. But there also were a lot of cats that I did get really excited about as well, that they seemed like they were just on the grounds, because all of them were really really like well groomed and shiny, and I don't know, they seem to be well fed. But yeah, it was just really cute to see them amongst everywhere as well. And then there was another one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just so cool. But besides all of the animals and all of the cool cats that we did see, I did see that there was an actual tour guide taking people around the Hollywood Forever. So there is an official tour that you can do and book online. So I definitely want to do that because it'd be so cool to hear like more of the stories and everything. And then, like I said, they do a lot of events here like Sinspia, but going on the official tour would be so cool because, like, what is this cat's name? What does he do? All these cats have official jobs. And then I dig into the staring contest with the squirrel that was passing by, so I figured I would show y'all that as well because it lasted a while, and I think undefeated champion. But there's also a whole peacock house that I had no idea as well, which is so cool. And you can see like all their feathers were all sprawled out and everything, which I just thought was so cool. I've only seen peacocks maybe like a handful of times in my life. Like where I grew up at the zoo, they had peacocks there, so I guess growing up saw them. But this was just so cool to see. They were so pretty, and I didn't realize like how, I don't know, like how big and sprawled out their feathers are. It was just so crazy, but they were just gorgeous, and they were really, really loud. Like they were making, like they were yelling a lot, but I don't know. And then there was one on the grave, and I was like, oh wow. But wow, yeah, they were just super gorgeous, and it was just really cool to see. And we made our way over to the other side of the cemetery. This place is absolutely massive, and we saw this grave outside that had this piano, and then we decided to check out this other mausoleum that was just so gorgeous with the pink lighting. It's just, everywhere is just so beautiful here. It's so well taken care of, and it was just a really cool way to spend, I guess, like our mid-morning afternoon, just walking around and just reading all the names and the dates and like just the history of everything and everyone here. One thing I did come to the conclusion to is I want one of these little glass box, like ash box thingies. I think that I would want to be in one of those. So I did come to that conclusion, and I think in this area because I really like how pink it is. I thought it was really pretty. And then one thing that one of my friends pointed out was that they're working on a mural inside here, and that this one was being completed. So it was just cool to see like the outline and see it in progress and everything. With like the peacocks I just showed y'all, there's actually a bunch of paintings like on the stop signs, or like there was like a peacock crossing sign, and you could tell that it was hand painted, and so that was cool. And then walking around, I also found David Lynch's grave. I actually stumbled upon it. I forgot that he was buried here, so it was neat to see. And then I love this grave with all these dachshunds on it. I thought it was so cute. Right now we were trying to find Vampira's grave because we heard it was over in this area, and so we were walking around and trying to find it. But yeah, it was like, wow, I don't know, all of them are just so unique, and I just wondered the backstory behind everyone and like what they like. Could have picked a better day to come out here. The weather is so gorgeous. There's literally not a single cloud in the sky. It is so pretty out. Like I said, we've been trying to find Vampiras. Look, we finally found Dee Dee Ramone's as well. I was like, look at this one with all these kiss marks on it. Wow. And all of the toothpicks, the guitar picks, good lord. I really have a way with words today. But wow. So theirs is in the Garden of Legends, and then actually right over on the other side there will be Johnny's grave. So wow. The last one I want to find after Vampira's is Judy Garland's. Right where I'm showing off that cute little dachshund covered couch grave. I actually found it. Here it is. Hollywood Legend. Some people left a bracelet, some bats. I think someone left their underwear, which is wild. But wow. There it is. So it's right here. Dee Dee Ramone's is right over there, and then where we showed Johnny's and the Garden of Legends is right here, and then David Lynch's is right down this way. And then because we haven't had an animal update in like 3 minutes, look, here's a little sleeping swan. Guys, another cat. Of my tours with the animals, but I don't know why, but I think that's Paul. They just look so judgmental watching that squirrel eat. So we found it. We found the Judy Garland Pavilion, adequately named, and here it is. Oh my gosh. Some said it was only open for like tours and things like that, but wow. And then they have a book over here that you can sign. And so I am going to leave a little signature on one of these. Let me see. So I signed something right here, and there is her grave. It's a lot of change down there, too. That's cool that some of her friends are buried in the same place she was. One thing we're just commenting on is you come out of Judy Garland's pavilion and grave, and then look, there's a Hollywood sign. And we've made it onto Hollywood Boulevard. We are actually at Amoeba right now to go check out Amoeba things. There used to be a show over at Pantages today that people are lined up for, but we are going right in here. Amoeba is absolutely one of my favorite stores in all of LA, also San Francisco and Berkeley. All three locations are great, but I'm going to bring some people here that have never been here before, so it's always exciting because it is a little overwhelming when you first walk in. I got so excited seeing the White Stripes poster there. So cool because there is so much to see and so many sections everywhere. But one thing is that besides music, obviously, that I think Amoeba does well is their book section is one of my favorites. I think like half my collections of books are just from Amoeba, whether music, fiction, nonfiction, everything and anything they have there. I did get this Patti Smith poster that is going to come home with me. I was very excited to find it. I love the Horses album and that photo of her. But afterwards, since we didn't get pie at House of Pies, luckily there's another pie place right near me that's called Republic of Pies, and they have strawberry rhubarb, which is my favorite. Some people I'm with have never had it before. I did like their little tip jar. Are you a baddie or a saddie? Let me know down below, or are you a little bit of both? We got our rhubarb pie and decided to leave. Have y'all ever had strawberry rhubarb pie before? It is personally my favorite. This is the next day. This is 4th of July proper. We decided to go to the Rainbow. I have people like, I guess it was an LA tour of like places people have never been that are my favorite places. I'm so excited to take people anywhere and everywhere. And so we did decide to spend a 4th of July at the Rainbow. It is a famous rock and roll bar in West Hollywood. It is so much fun. There is a statue of Lemmy from Motorhead. He had his own spot, which we are actually sitting at. We decided to get some burgers. The food there is phenomenal. Everything is so good. When you first walk in, you're actually greeted by a fish tank and then the famous rainbow entrance rug. Inside, I love it with all the Christmas lights. There are so many photos of patrons and rock and roll, rock stars, everyone and anyone. It's just such a famous institute. Actually, last time I was here, I saw Bill Maher there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, you go around. There is a second bar as well before you go upstairs, which is where the bathroom is. There's so many cool memorabilia lining the walls everywhere. Our server, oh my gosh, she was so cool. The whole staff there is amazing, but she was telling us different things and pointing out different things on the wall, being like, oh, Slash donated that, or someone from Motorhead donated this. It was so cool. There's me. But I love that photo of Ozzy, and he used to come here, Nikki Sixx, everyone and anyone. It's just such a famous and cool institute. It was so much fun to spend 4th of July there. As you can tell, Lemmy is a huge part of there. They have artwork of him everywhere. There was a little crochet doll that was on top of the bar that I forget who knitted it but donated it. It was so cool. And then obviously they have a huge mural of him outside. This actually outside patio area is called Lemmy's Bar, named after him. And I know the statue's so cool. I just love the history here and just everything it represents. It's just so cool. They also do a lot of live shows here. There is a room upstairs where bands play, or they have karaoke. Sometimes they have stand-up comedy. be. Actually, this upcoming Labor Day, there's going to be a huge concert there, so it's going to be really exciting. I just love all the palm trees in LA, and here is me editing and getting the video up for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!